Hey everybody, Varun here from Language Academy. Guys, welcome back to another video. This video we are going to look at the writing module. In this video, I'm going to give you each and everything you need to crack your writing in the PT exam after the changes. You'll get to know what are the templates you need to use, what are the strategies you need to avoid, what is the updated marking criteria, and what all you actually need to focus on if you actually want to get your desired scores. So without any further delays, let's get into the video. I've got a presentation for you. I would highly suggest all of you to take notes so that you don't have to watch the video again and again and you get your desired scores in the very first go. Alright, before we start, let me tell you writing is the second module of your PT test, and there are two different question types in the writing module. The first one is summarize written text and the second one is writing essay. These are the two question types we'll be having a look today. But PT is an integrated test, means from one module you'll get contributed scores towards the other modules as well. For example, speaking contributes towards your reading and listening. Writing contributes towards your reading. Your reading contributes towards your writing. Your listening gives you points in writing and in reading. So it's crucial that you understand what all areas and question types from other modules as well will contribute towards your writing module. So in writing, you have got two question types, but actually there are six question types in total, which will give you points in writing. First one is writing summarize written text. Second is writing essay. Third one are the reading and writing blanks from the reading module. Fourth one is listening summarize spoken text. Fifth is listening fill in the blanks. And sixth is the listening write from dictation. So altogether, six question types contribute towards the writing module. Out of these six, the most important one is listening write from dictation and reading writing blanks. After that, listening summarize spoken text and writing essay. Then writing summarize written text and listening fill in the blanks. So writing by itself will give you only around 25 points out of 90. Remaining 60 to 65 points in your writing are from listening and reading. Therefore, many a times when students they miss out on their writing scores, they just keep on focusing on the writing. If you're missing out in your writing, you don't just need to focus on writing, you need to focus on reading and listening. These two areas will significantly impact your writing scores, and if you're struggling in writing, these can help you clear your writing. For today, we'll just be focusing on two question types of the writing module, which are summarize written text and writing essay. I'll share my screen, I'll explain what the task is about, what the marking criteria is, what are the strategies and tricks which you need to use, which I have used in my test after the changes and I got 90, which you can use to get your desired scores as well. Remember, it is a computerized test. Therefore, there are ways to trick the computer, and I am going to give you all those ways or strategies which will help you crack your PT with smart work, not just hard work. Let's get started, and I'll be sharing my screen now with you guys. So this is the first task of your writing summarize written text. What happens in this task? You'll get a passage on your screen. The passage can be up to 300 words long. As soon as you get the passage on your screen, you'll have 10 minutes and you'll have to write a summary of this passage in your own words in around 5 to 75 words in just one sentence. So basically, you'll need to summarize this passage in one sentence. One sentence means only one full stop, and that sentence can be anywhere between 5 to 75 words. You'll have 10 minutes to finish this task. So as I've told you, you'll get a passage or a text on your screen which will be up to 300 words. You'll have to read the passage and summarize the passage in 10 minutes. You'll need to write the summary of the passage in just one sentence, which should be between 5 to 75 words. This task, summarize written text, will contribute in your writing module and in your reading module as well. You will have one or two summarized written text in your test, and this is assessed on four parameters. One summarized written text is 7 points. You get 2 points for content, 1 for form, 2 for grammar and spellings, and 2 for vocabulary. To get full points, to get 2 on 2 in your content, what you need to give to the computer. See, there's no human who will check your answer. There will just be a system to whom you will be submitting your response, and there is a fixed set of criteria upon which your answer will be evaluated. So to get 2 points out of 2 in your content, you need to provide the system with 5 to 7 keywords from the passage. What are keywords? Keywords are important words, any proper nouns, topic words, words related with the main topic as well, and words which are repeated again and again. For example, United Kingdom, China, artificial intelligence, chicken farms, poultry farms, animals, bacteria, strain of bacteria, human mind, large scale data set, superbugs, big amount of information. These all are key words or important words which you need to include in your answer. You need to have 5 to 7 keywords from the passage in your answer, and that is how you'll be able to get your desired scores. Now, there might be around 50 keywords in your text, and it is not possible to include each and every keyword from the passage in your answer. You just need to focus on including 5 to 7 keywords. Once you include 5 to 7 keywords, I'll tell you how. I'll give you an easy way. Next, you get 1 point for form. To get 1 point out of 1 in your form, you need to make sure that you write between 5 to 75 words. Even if you exceed one word, if you write 76 words, you're straight away going to get 0 here. And if you get 0 in form, there will be no further marking, means you'll get 0 in grammar and 0 in vocabulary, even if you have written it the right way. So you cannot go wrong with your form. So one condition is you have to write between 5 to 75 words. Another one is you have to only write one sentence. You have to only use one full stop that has to be at the end of the sentence. No question mark and no exclamation signs as well. Do not use any decimals. Like if you have got 18.1, do not use any decimals, just write 18, because sometimes computer may recognize your decimal as a full stop and mark you 0 in your form. The ideal word limit for summarized written text is around 55, 60, 65 words, but you can go up to 75 words as well. Then 2 points for grammar and spelling, pretty straightforward. You get 2 on 2 if there are no grammar or spelling mistakes. You get 1 by 2 if there's one grammar or one spelling mistake, and you get 0 on 2 if you have got more than one grammar or spelling mistake. 2 points for vocabulary, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. You have to use academic words, no short forms, no contractions. So basically, you have to give around 7 keywords in 5 to 75 words with one full stop. Make sure there are no grammar and spelling mistakes, and you will get your desired score. Now, what is the right way of doing it? There's a shortcut which I want you to use. There are two methods. One method is you read the passage, understand the passage, and then frame a sentence by yourself. You don't really need to put in a lot of hard work here. You have to play it smart. There's no right or wrong answer, there's no fixed answer. You have to satisfy the marking criteria. What you need to do is you need to read the or skim the passage, quickly go through the passage, select 3 to 4 important sentences. When I say important sentences, this means sentences with important keywords. Most oftenly, the first sentence of the passage is important because it introduces a topic, but it's important you read it properly. Select 3 to 4 important sentences and then join these sentences using the connectors. You have to make sure you use only one full stop, no exclamation or question mark, right between 5 to 75 words. You're not expected to cover everything. You have to satisfy the marking criteria. And yes, you can use the same sentences, phrases, or words from the passage. You don't really need to change everything. So what you do is you select 3 or 4 important sentences from the passage and join the same using the connectors. Now, for example, if you get this passage, out of the 10 minutes, spend first 1 or 2 minutes to read the passage. First sentence is this. It's a pretty long sentence till here, but this is an important sentence, so I'll mark it down. Um, then other important keywords. This is an important keyword. Superbug is an important keyword. This is an important keyword. Can be used, can be used. So these all can be used. What you need to do is once you have figured out 3 to 4 sentences, you write the first sentence as it is, as I've written from here till here. Add a comma, add and write the second sentence which you think is important. This one I've written this one. From here till here. So target from here till here I've written. Now, when I finished this sentence, I was already on around 60 words. So I had to select a small sentence because if I'll choose a long sentence, I'll exceed the word limit. Then what you do is you put comma, furthermore comma, and then write another sentence, which is a short one. And I'll put a full stop here. I'll not connect the four sentence because if I'll do so, I'll exceed the word limit. So the whole idea is you select 3 to 4 sentences, write first sentence, comma, and second sentence, comma, furthermore, comma, third sentence. And if you've got another sentence, you can write comma, moreover, comma, fourth sentence. I'll repeat again. Read the passage, select 3 to 4 sentences, important sentences, write exactly the same. Write first sentence, put comma, and then second sentence, put comma, furthermore, comma. Third sentence, if you still have word limit left, put comma, moreover, comma, and fourth sentence and put a full stop. That's all you have to do. You have to make sure you finish within 10 minutes. And I would recommend you use complete, full 10 minutes, because let's say if you finish this in 7 minutes or 8 minutes, you'll not be getting extra 2 minutes in the next question. There's no rollover time. So it's highly recommended you use complete time from this question itself. So this is one thing you should be careful about, and make sure once you have written it, you proofread it properly, revise it, make sure there are no grammar and spelling mistakes. How you'll be marked? First thing, computer is going to look for your content. For content, you need to have 5 to 7 keywords. After 5 to 7 keywords, you should be between 5 to 75 words. Only one full stop for your form. Then there shouldn't be any grammar and spelling mistakes. And then you have copied and pasted the same thing from the passage. You do not really need to worry much about the vocabulary, and you'll be fine. If something in the passage, in the middle of the passage, is capital, you'll have to capitalize it as well. But for example, bacteria B is capital over here. You will not capitalize it because in here they are starting a new sentence. But we are not starting a new sentence, we're just writing one sentence. But let's say if something in the middle of the passage or middle of the sentence is capitalized, then you'll have to capitalize. For example, if reducing R is capitalized here and you're writing reducing here, you need to capitalize it. So these are the things you need to take care of in summarized written text, and you will do the job. Throughout your test, you can use UK English as well, you can use US English as well, but you cannot mix these two. So these two are different styles of writing English. In UK, you usually have long words and words ending with S. In here, you use Z or Z. For example, color with OR, this is a longer word OUR. You can use this or this, but do not mix both of this in any one question type. Always make sure you capitalize the first alphabet of proper nouns such as name of a person, place, organization, book title, religion, week, days, month, and all the other things. Remember, subjects are not capitalized unless and until they are name of subjects such as English, French, Hindi, Urdu, Tagalog, Vietnamese. These all should be capitalized. So these are the things you need to take care of, and you will be 100% fine. This is not just applicable in summarized written text throughout your test and your language as well. So this is summarized written text. We'll move on to the next task, which is writing essay. So task number 2 is writing essay, an important task. What happens here? You'll get an essay topic. You'll have to write an essay on the same topic between 200 to 300 words in 20 minutes. You'll get one essay, most likely you'll get one. Sometimes you may even get two essays in your test. This task will only contribute towards the writing module, and this is assessed on 7 parameters. Before we look at the marking criteria, I'll show you how the screen looks like in the test. These are the instructions. This is the essay topic. This is the timer. In the exam, your timer may appear over here. These are the cut, copy, and paste buttons you can use, and this is the word count. So you'll need to read the essay topic and then type in your answer here. This is assessed on 7 parameters, 3 points for content, 2 for form, 2 for grammar, 2 for spelling, 2 for vocabulary, 2 for development structure and coherence, and 2 for linguistic range. Now, what is content and how do you get full points in content? To get 3 points out of 3 in content, you need to make sure you address all the aspects of the essay topic with proper reasoning. Let's say they have asked you to mention advantages and disadvantages of computers and give your opinion. So they have asked you advantages, disadvantages, and opinion. To get 3 on 3, you need to mention this, this, and this. If you partially address it, let's say you're not giving your opinion, you're just saying advantages and disadvantages, you'll probably get 2 on 3. So to get full points in your content, you need to make sure you answer and address all the aspects of the essay topic. Next is your form. You get 2 points for form. This is pretty straightforward. If you write between 200 to 300 words, you'll get 2 on 2. If you write less than 200 or more than 300, you get 1 by 2. If you write less than 120 words or more than 380 words, you straight away get 0 over here. And if you get 0 in form, you get straight away 0 over here as well. 2 points for grammar. If there are no grammar mistakes, 2 by 2, 1 grammar mistake, 1 by 2, more than 1, 0. 2 points for spelling, no spelling mistake, 2 by 2, 1 spelling mistake, 1 by 2, more than 1 spelling mistake, 0. 2 points for vocabulary. You have to make sure you use academic words over here. Do not use informal words or short forms. Development, structure, and coherence. To get 2 points over here, have 4 to 5 paragraphs and use your linking words, connectors, and transition words. 2 points for linguistic range. Do not repeat the same words again and again. However, if word is part of the essay topic, let's say if you're writing an essay on sports, you can repeat that word. But apart from that, avoid repeating the same words again and again. That is how you get full points in your essay. Now, remember in essay, there was a time before in 2024 as well, before November 2024, we used to give out templates to students which where you have to where you had to just write the template and write a bit of the essay topic and you used to get full points in there, but that is not the case anymore. PT has updated the system, and if the system detects that you're using a pre-memorized response, or if you're just giving out a fixed template and which is not relevant to the topic at all, you're not going to get anything out of it. You will straight away get 0 in your essay. Now, to get your points in your essay, you can still use a template, but that template should have enough content relevant to the essay topic, relevant to what has been asked. If you just write the essay topic, or if you just write the essay and it is not making any sense, it is barely related with the essay topic, unfortunately, you're not really going to get any scores out of it. So you have to make sure if you use any structure, any template, you add relevant ideas as well. I'll give you a structure which you can use in any essay topic you get. However, if you just use the structure, you'll not get the scores. You have to make sure you add relevant information and relevant ideas as well. I'll share my screen. I'll give you the structure, the template which we have updated, which students are using. I have used and I've got 90 on 90 in writing as well. This is how your screen is going to look like. This is a screenshot from our website. I'll show you more details about it. On the website, you can get sample response for each and every question type you have, and you can get suggested ideas as well. This will give you a clear idea of how you have to frame your answers where you think you don't have enough ideas. Things to take care of in essay, as I've mentioned, you have to write between 200 to 300 words. I would say if your typing speed is good, go around 250 to 70 words. If your speed is average, I would say 220 to 230 words are okay, but make sure there are no spelling mistakes. It's not about the quantity, it's not about writing a lot, it's about quality writing. You can have agree, disagree essay, problem solution essay, and discussion essay. Out of the 20 minutes, spend first 30 seconds to 1 minute to read the essay topic, then 17 minutes to write, and 2.5 minutes to proofread. Make sure you at least spend 2 to 3 minutes to proofread for grammar and spelling mistakes. You have to address the essay topic properly, make sure you understand and add relevant ideas. You can use the structure of whatever template I am giving you, you can use that as well. If you have got your own template, you can use that as well, but make sure you add relevant ideas. If you do not add relevant ideas, unfortunately, you're not going to get the scores. This essay template, you'll have to understand it properly, can be slightly complicated to look at first. However, if you understand it, you can use this in any essay topic. I've divided or I've made this essay template in such a way that even if you get advantage, disadvantage essay, cause and effect essay, or problem solution essay, you can easily use it. So your introduction starts with, you don't really need to write this. This is just for your reference. The growing influence of essay topic on our lives has sparked various debates. This issue is particularly significant because of its impact on impact on, let's say your essay topic is about social media, you can write children or users. whatever the essay topic is impacting. Let's say your essay topic is about global warming, you can write impact on human health. So this should be on over here. Sorry about that. Impact on dash affecting both individuals and communities. In this essay, I'll discuss if they're talking about advantages, disadvantages, you write this. If they're talking or if they have asked you causes and effects, you write this. If they have asked you problems and solutions, you write this. I'll discuss the advantage and disadvantage of this, whatever your essay topic is, and provide my opinion. You just need to write provide my opinion if they have asked your opinion in the essay question. If they have not asked you opinion, you can just put a full stop over here and not write this. But if they have asked for your opinion, just write and provide my opinion and put a full stop over here. If opinion is asked, then you need to write this, otherwise not. Okay, let's say we have got advantage, disadvantage essay. I'll explain it to you accordingly. One of the key benefits. So in here, you write the advantages, here disadvantages. If it's cause and effect, you write the causes here and effects here. If it's problem and solution, you write problems here, solutions here. One of the key benefits of social media is you write benefit number one. This is evident by the fact you explain this advantage number one. Let's say your essay is on social media. One of the key benefits of social media is that it helps us to connect with anyone around the world. This is evident by the fact that using social media websites such as Facebook and Instagram, you can stay updated and in touch with your friends and family around the world. Various studies have shown that social media improves our mental health and relations. So you just write one relevant point to the topic. Additionally, another advantage of social media is that you write another advantage and then you conclude the paragraph. Therefore, the advantages, because we are talking about advantage, disadvantage, we'll write advantages here. Therefore, the advantages of social media should be considered with greater significance. In here, we write the negatives. However, alongside the benefits, there are drawbacks of. However, alongside the benefits, there are drawbacks of. If they're talking about causes, however, along the causes, there are several effects of. If they're talking about problem and solution, however, despite the problems, there are solutions too. However, along the benefits, there are drawbacks of social media. One significant drawback of social media is that it impacts the human health. This is particularly evident in situations where users are addicted to mobile phones and excessively use social networking websites. Furthermore, point number two means disadvantage number two. Furthermore, addiction of social media can create challenges which impacts both individuals and society. That's it. Thus, it is essential to implement strategies to address these issues effectively. In conclusion, now we come to your conclusion. So here we mention advantages or causes or problems, whatever has been asked in the topic. Here you write the drawbacks, means disadvantages, effects or solutions, whatever has been asked, and then you come to the conclusion. In conclusion, I believe that social media has both advantages and disadvantages because we are writing advantage, disadvantage essay, or you can write significant causes and effects, or you can write various problems and solutions. In conclusion, I believe that social media has both advantages and disadvantages which should be considered. Moving forward, it is important to optimize the benefits of social media to ensure positive outcomes for individuals and society as a whole. This is done. If you find it lengthy, you can take off the second advantage, or if you find it easy to write advantages, you can take off the second disadvantage. Just mention two advantages, one disadvantage, and your conclusion if you find it lengthy. Now, this you can use in cause and effect. You can write problem and solution. This is an essay I've written on social media, advantage, disadvantage essay. You can pause the video and read it. This is an agree disagree essay. This is a discussion essay where you have to discuss both the sides. Problem and solution essay using the same template, and cause and effect essay. This is a freestyle essay which I'll be explaining in another video. Before I wrap up this video, before I give you more details, I would be sharing some important ways on how you can write your essay, how you can see if your essay template is working, how you can improve your essay writing skills, because writing essay is very important nowadays, because gone are the days where you just used to write random stuff, random templates, and you used to get 90 or 90 as well. Now you'll actually need to write relevant ideas. If you find it difficult to use the templates, you can write your essay by yourself as well, which I'll be explaining in the upcoming videos. For now, I'll share my screen. I'll tell you how you have to use languageacademy.com.au to improve your writing essay skills, to look at the sample responses using this template and key ideas, what ideas you can include in different essay topic types. Okay. So once you are on languageacademy.com.au, you log in, you go to practice material. Let's say we are on essay. What I'll do is I'll just paste a random essay over here. Once you've written the essay, you submit it, right? So once you submit it, you'll actually get to know what you're doing right, what you actually need to work on. And we have also implemented a template detector over here. Template detector, in case the system recognizes you're using excessive part of the template and minimal ideas, you're not going to get the scores. So this is the score I've got. Now I'll hover over it. I'll get to know what mistakes I've got. I haven't used a comma after nowadays. I can use a better words over here. Smartphone should be a single word. And now if you look at the remarks over here, you'll get to know why you have lost the points. I've lost 1 point in content because the essay addresses a topic and provides reasons for the stance. However, it could benefit from more detailed example. And now if you want to look at the sample answer, you click here, you'll get sample answer using the same template. This is available for each and every essay type. You look at the ideas, you can get the ideas as well. This will help you frame your answer, response, and get a better outcome of it. Okay, let's say I'll paste an irrelevant essay in here. Let's say what we get. Let's say if our system is able to detect that you have used a template or an irrelevant response. Okay, so I've got 0. Why? The response does not address the topic. The essay focuses on use of technology in education rather than the influence of mass media on young people. There is a lack of examples and discussion related to TV radio. So this essay topic is different. I've written random answer. There was a time when this used to work as well, that even if you're writing irrelevant information, you used to get the scores. But now, if you have got 0 in content, 0 in everything. So you really need to write relevant answers. Also, once you have practiced your summarized written text and essay, I want you to go here, extensive mock test, and take this writing mock test. So when you do this writing mock test, you'll get questions from all the modules which contribute towards your writing. Summarize written text, essay, as I mentioned in the beginning, fill in the blanks, summarize spoken text, listening, fill in the blanks, and write from dictation. This will give you a clear idea of where you actually stand and what you're missing out on. So this was a summarized written text and essay. What I want you to do is I want you to focus on summarized written text and essay. But most importantly, you need to understand where the writing scores are coming from. They come from listening, summarize spoken text, listening, fill in the blanks, write from dictation, reading, writing blanks, essay, and summarize written text. Majority of your writing scores are outside the writing module. Therefore, it is essential that you not just focus on writing, but you focus on other areas as well. If you do so, 100% you will be able to boost your scores. That is it for a writing masterclass. I hope the video was helpful and it will help you get your desired scores after the changes as well. Now, what you need to do is you just need to practice on languageacademy.com.au. Make sure you look for the sample answers, you take extensive mock test, full mock test, and until and unless you're not getting the scores in the mock test, you do not go for the test, because the scores you get over here are pretty accurate and somewhat similar to what you get in the actual test. So be very careful, make sure you learn from your mistakes, improve the same, take the mock test, and then go for the test and crack your test in the very first go. That's it from this video. I hope the video was helpful. If it was, do like, share, and subscribe. If you want me to cover anything else, do let me know in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to help you. The only reason I make these videos is to make sure you guys do not waste your time and money and you get your desired scores in the very first go. If you need any help, we do provide online classes, on-campus classes. We have got a classes and campus in India, in Australia, in Nepal as well. And we do provide online classes for PT Academic, PT Core, and everything related to PT. according to different time zones, different countries. We have got 13 classes running, 13 sessions running every day. Just give us a call, send us a message, visit our website, fill up the form. Our team will be with you and we'll make sure we help you get your desired scores in the very first attempt, like we have helped more than 50,000 students till date. That's it. Now go on languageacademy.com.au and practice, or you can download the LAPT exam practice app as well.